Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to the virtual session of science children. So now in this revision week we are going to revise this chapter water a precious resource through NCERT exercise question and answers. You are going to write down these question and answers in your notebook, and this chapter is already done. The concepts we have learned for this chapter. So let us start with the revision through question answers. Mark T if the statement is true and F it is false. The fresh water stored in the ground is much more than that present in the rivers and the lakes of the world. Is it true or false? Let us see. For the next question, water shortage is a problem faced only by people living in rural areas. Water from rivers is the only source for irrigation in the fields. Rain is the ultimate source of water. So the first one is true, second one is false, third one is false, and the fourth one, the rain is the ultimate source of water, is true. This is the answers, and you are going to write down the statement along with the true or false. You have to state T for true and F for false. I hope this true or false is very clear with you all. Please write down in your notebook, children. I hope you are writing and you will have maintained the notes for this chapter in your notebook. The fresh water stored in the ground is much more than that present in the rivers and lakes of the world. This is true. And why it is true? Because the rainwater seep inside the ground and it goes inside the earth and increase the water table. Water shortage is a problem faced only by people living in rural areas. False. It is faced by the people in the urban area also. Water from the river is the only source for irrigation in the field. No. False. Water from rivers, the water can be irrigated from ponds and other water bodies. Explain how groundwater is recharged. Let us see how groundwater is recharged. The rainwater and water from other sources such as rivers and ponds seeps through the soil and fills the empty spaces and cracks deep below the ground. As you all know, you have learned this concept. The process of seeping of water into the ground is called infiltration. Please mark the term infiltration, and by the process of infiltration groundwater gets recharged. I hope this answer is clear with you. Please take it down in your notebook. That means on the rainwater is the source of recharging groundwater, the water which is inside the earth, below the earth's surface, that is the groundwater, and that goes inside the earth because soil is porous, and this movement of water seeping into the ground is called as infiltration. This infiltration process helps to replenish groundwater. There are 10 tube wells in a lane of 50 houses. What could be the long-term impact on the water table? So let us see the number of houses over here 50 and how it's going to impact on water table. That means how it's going to impact groundwater. 10 tube wells are too much for a lane of 50 houses. This can lead people to mindlessly exploit the groundwater. This can lead to depletion of the water table in the long run. So this groundwater, the lots of water inside the earth's surface, that means groundwater, this will lead the people to use water mindlessly. If they don't mind the exploitation of water, the excess use of water, and they continuously exploit the water resource, that is the groundwater, then what will happen? This will lead to depletion of water table in the long run. In the long run, that groundwater will get exhausted. Question number 4, you have been asked to maintain a garden. How would you minimize the use of water? So here we will learn how we can minimize the use of water to maintain a garden. Drip irrigation and sprinkler system can be used in the garden to minimize the use of water, and watering to plants should be done to minimize loss of water by evaporation. So you have two methods over here to water plants. Drip irrigation and sprinkler is a very good effective method of watering the plants and also saving lots of water. Also will minimize or reduce the excessive use of water or minimize the wastage of water. This is how you can maintain the garden, and you yourself do this drip irrigation and sprinklers system you can install, because water is very precious and we should not waste water like this by giving excess water to the plants in the garden. So we can maintain a garden by minimal use of water. Explain the factors responsible for the depletion of water table. Now there are certain factors responsible for the depletion of water table. Let us see. Water table, that means the underground water, that is the groundwater. The excessive use of the groundwater uh, can lead to the exhaustion or the depletion of the groundwater. So what are the factors responsible for this? Following are the factors responsible for depletion of water table. There is more demand of water due to increasing population, as you all know. More the number of people, more amount of water is required for various life activities, which can lead to increasing demand of water for various human activities. Deforestation, cutting down of trees in the forest, has removed a large portion of forest cover. This has disturbed the natural process of recharging the groundwater. Demand for water has increased and the recharging of the groundwater has reduced. The mismatch between demand and supply is mainly responsible for depletion of water table. So this is what the human activity is actually responsible. Because of the increasing population, the number of people increases, human activities will increase, deforestation will increase because the demand for wood, for various other materials or various other uh, materials which we get, the articles which we get from the forest becomes more. The demand on the forest is more. That's why that can lead to deforestation, cutting down trees in the forest to get wood, to get so many other things, honey, for to get resins, to get gums, all that which we obtain from forest. So that will lead to deforestation of a larger portion of the forest, and all these will be responsible for the depletion of the water table, because forests help to maintain the water table, because forest is all covered with the soil, and the rain which falls in the forest seeps down in the ground and it increase the water table. That's why this is a very important role played by the forest, and if you do deforestation, then it will affect the water table. This is how the demand for water will increase and recharging will be required. Question number 6, filling the blanks with appropriate answers. You write the statement and the correct answers, underline the correct answer. First one, people obtain groundwater through dash and dash. That means through wells and tube wells. This is the method to draw water from the underground. That means the groundwater. Three forms of water are solid, liquid and gases. So these are the three forms of water, three states of water. The water bearing layer of the earth is water table. So this is water table where it bears water. All the water which goes seep into the soil will make a water table, and that is a layer of the earth, that water bearing layer. The process here, which of the following is not responsible for water shortage? Rapid growth of industries, increasing population, heavy rainfall and mismanagement of water resources. So over here you need to find which of the following is not responsible for water shortage. Heavy rainfall is not responsible for water shortage. This is an MCQ, because it will lead to lots of water. It will not lead to water shortage. Next one, choose the correct option. The total water in the lakes and rivers of the world remain constant. Under the grounds remains constant. In the seas and the ocean of the world remain constant. Of the world remain constant. Let us see the right option. Can you guess, children? Any guesses over there for question number 8? This is again an MCQ. The total water. Can you make any guesses how the total water in the lakes and the rivers of the world remain constant? Under the ground remain constant. In the seas and the ocean of the world remain constant. of the world remains constant. So the correct answer for this will be of the world remain constant. The total amount of water, because of water cycle, the total amount of water of the world remain constant because of the water cycle. What all water evaporates from the world goes and come back to the earth again due to water cycle. Make a sketch showing groundwater and water table and label it. So here you have a sketch over here. You can make a rough sketch in your notebook, children. You can show groundwater and water table and you can label it. You can show the earth surface with some trees, some plantation, and you should show a hand pump which will help to draw underground water. Hand pumps, well, tube wells, all that helps to draw underground water because there should be some means to draw underground water. So this is groundwater and water table. You can show stream or lake over there and show tube well, and you can show aquifer over here. All that you can label over there. You can the water table getting recharged. You can show all these in your rough diagram. So the groundwater you can show, and the hand pump will help us to draw water from the water table. I hope this diagram is clear with you. You can draw a stream of lake over there. You can show the groundwater. Thank you, children. I hope the session was interesting for you. Thank you again and have a wonderful day.